And Brian Kardell with us today. Welcome, gentlemen. What brings you to the Polys this year?
Igalia is an open source consultancy who works on all of the browser engines. And in XR, the web XR space is really important, and all these new consumer devices are coming online that are gaining a lot of popularity. And in them, you need a browser. That's where all of the world's information and access to information is. You enter this nice immersive reality, and you need that just as you would on your laptop or your mobile device. And we also then can bring the world of the web to XR. We can do things to create immersive experiences and link them and bring the web's model. And in this, we are creating a new browser that's born out of the Firefox Reality project called Wolvik.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about Wolvik. I'm sure a lot of the spectators and listeners don't really know what's going on with that because it's a relatively new initiative.
Yeah, so Wolvik is an open source VR browser. This is a project that started at Mozilla with Five for Reality, but the project was abandoned 2 years ago. So right now there is not any open source alternative for VR browsers. So for standalone devices, the only alternative right now, for example, on Oculus is the Oculus browser. And there are also the other different vendors where, I mean, the hardware vendors, they can't implement their own browser because there is not an open source solution. So what we are doing is creating an open source VR browser, not only for a single device, but with the idea of deploying it in several devices. And this is called Wolvik. It's a new fork from Five for Reality. And we are taking over the development, and we are going to improve what we have in Five for Reality with so many new features. New features in the web XR spec, such as hand tracking, web XR layers. And we are also thinking not only about VR, but also about AR for the future.
That's amazing. And what do you guys envision in terms of what this new browser will bring to the table for those that are looking to develop experiences on the immersive web?
I think it will keep the web alive, actually. You know, we talk all the time about the diversity of web engines, how important that is, that we keep that alive. But on a lot of these standalone devices, there isn't really an option at all. It's not an option of just engines, it's even browsers. So we're bringing really the only open source browser alternative here. And we think that that's just a really good thing for the web in general to keep alive as this sort of new market is taking off.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your generous contribution to the community of WebXR. And I'm sure there's so many people that can't wait to get their hands on accessing and developing to your browser. So thank you again for everything you're doing, and welcome to the Polys WebXR Awards.